unique thing you got going on here, isn't it?
Well, I roped you into this last year, so thanks for. And you knew it was happening.
I knew it was.
So.
I know.
So for y'all that I know you don't care, but my wife and I decided to do Dry February, and she and I actually tasted some zero proof whiskey drinks in a recent video. So we'll put the link up there for y'all to check out. But Jamie and I did this last year. I did Dry February last year, and I knew that there was a huge rise in zero proof, non-alcoholic drinks of all sorts. They have zero proof whiskeys and tequilas and rums and gins and wines, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of a booming category. And the ones we tried last year, not so good.
They were terrible.
They were bad. None of them even closely. I mean, there was a couple of them that were tolerable.
Do I still see them in stores?
They're still in stores. I mean, they were tolerable, but I guess what I was looking for, and maybe it was a fool's errand, and I guess we'll find out here in a few moments. I was hoping I could find something that actually sort of kind of tasted like whiskey.
Yeah.
That's what
that would make sense. I mean,
especially since some of them actually say things like whiskey on their label. You would think, maybe it actually tastes like whiskey. So we got 3 things today. Let's just jump into the first one. And this is American Whiskey Alternative, Treehouse Spirits, zero proof. And this is the actor, I think his name is Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
And you'll kind of recognize him if you see his face on that label. I think he's been in a lot of things, but I think he's been in like Spy Kids or something like that.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of those.
But he's been in other action movies too.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we'll give this a go and see what we think. I was going to say tell me when, but
that's when.
We'll start small.
Yeah.
And no pressure to drink any of this. So again, this is Treehouse Spirits, zero proof American Whiskey Alternative. So let's pretend like we're drinking whiskey. And
that has an interesting nose.
Yeah.
Almost like a...
it smells like some sort of...
to me, it's like a gum of some kind. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's winter...
Juicy fruit.
Yeah, juicy fruit.
The Wrigley's Juicy Fruit.
Yeah.
Do they still make that?
They do, yeah.
Man,
keeping Dennis in business for years.
But it also has like a... there's a little bit of vanilla-ish on it.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, there's no oakiness or anything
like
that.
Not really.
But the juicy fruit is still there.
But it says an oaky, not alcoholic alternative to American whiskeys. But I don't get the oak.
I don't buy it yet. Yeah.
All right. Some spice.
There is. There's a little bit of spice to it. To me, this is drinkable.
Yeah, it's totally drinkable.
I mean, so to me, it's already better than what we tasted last year.
1,000%.
I mean, yeah, this isn't bad. I mean, you can drink this.
The juicy fruit comes through. I do like there's a little bit of spice. I don't know that I get any oakiness.
No, but there is some lingering spice.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad drink.
Yeah, I would drink this.
To be honest with you.
I would totally drink this.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I was expecting more like last year, and this is nothing like that.
Will it go up or down? We'll see.
Yeah.
So I finished mine.
Yeah, I'm not going to finish mine.
Well, I can dump it out.
Okay.
Not that good. But drinkable.
Drinkable.
And I mean, it does have a recipe for an old-fashioned on here. I'm just reading cane sugar, orange bitters, water, this, zero proof. I mean, it's a pretty standard old-fashioned recipe. You just put this in instead of your bourbon and rye.
And it's probably not bad.
It's probably all right. Yeah. All right. So the next one we got Lyre's, I guess, LYRE''S, American malt and possibly crafted non-alcoholic spirit. I think this was supposed to be maybe like a malt whiskey. I'm not sure. Oh, this twist.
Okay.
And Again, if you saw the video we did last year, and I actually reposted our video from last year a few weeks ago. The thing that kind of annoys me about these is their price point is mid to 30s or so.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. It just seems a little bit like it's kind of expensive.
It is really surprising that it's that. I mean, to me, these are $19.99
Yeah.
bottles. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
they should be.
Yeah. But
Doesn't have a bad nose to it.
no, I would say dare I even say there might even be some whiskey notes on this one a little
Yeah.
bit. I get some oakiness on
There's
this
a
one.
little bit, yeah. I mean, there is some whiskey standard notes on this.
All right. I'm going to sip it.
To me, it's very watered down.
Yeah. I think it
Now,
has whiskey notes, but it's like,
it almost has a coffee note at the back end.
yeah,
Like
definitely.
Like a coffee at the very very back of my throat.
Oh, for sure. It's real late, but yeah,
Yeah.
the coffee comes in there. It's okay. It is watered down. There's a little bit of oakiness to it.
Yeah, and the coffee bean just kind of stick in your mouth.
Yeah, it does linger.
It's odd.
I don't even think there's coffee in it. It's not bad.
Hmm.
Again, I would drink that.
Yeah, because to me, this is one that you could just pour a little glass and drink this
Yeah.
because it's watered down enough that
I think I'd want it cold.
you'd want it cold.
I don't know if putting ice on it. I mean,
Putting ice, it's not going to really change it much except
Not
water it down
much.
a little more.
yeah.
But yeah, if you kept this in the fridge and you had a little drink cold, especially if you were a coffee person,
Oh, yeah.
because the coffee,
Yeah.
it kind of gets
It's
in the
there.
back of your throat and it sticks around. And it's not absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
And I'm not a coffee drinker, but it's not a bad drink at all.
And there's a couple things in this one that are reminiscent of a whiskey.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So far, I'm say 2 for 2. I
Yeah,
guess.
I'd say both of them are heads and tails better than last
All
year.
right, now this one is a little bit different. This is called the Pathfinder Hemp and Root, and this says, and I'm sure I don't think any of these have been corroborated by regulatory agencies, but it says immediate relief for malaise and I don't even know what the word is. Inui, cold feet and hot tempers. Oh, it's being funny. Weak knees and low spirits. I thought it was actually trying to say it's a medicine. Patented distilled non-alcoholic spirit. It's a cool little old timey. Feels like an apothecary kind of bottle, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's fermented from hemp and carefully refined by copper pot distillation. The base liquid is then blended with an alchemy of wormwood, angelica root, ginger, sage, juniper, saffron, orange peel, and wild crafted Douglas fir. Okay. I don't know about this one. So
That's a unique, interesting.
I'm not, based on what I just read, I would not expect this to necessarily resemble a whole lot of whiskey. But again, when you look for zero proof whiskey alternative, it's dark. This is one that came up.
Mm.
So this may be a whole different thing all by itself.
Mm. That's a unique smell. The nose on that is definitely different.
It's like the ginger is real strong on that.
Yeah.
I don't mind ginger. That's like the main thing. There's some citrus besides that, I guess.
Ginger's the main thing. Yeah, it's
All right, doing it. That's a whole different category.
that is unique. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, these you can draw a line here between the two, and this one's on its own.
Yeah. I mean, there's ginger. You get some orange peel. You get that.
You get the orange. Yeah, I was gonna say the orange peel is there.
It's like I get sugar. There's like it's not sweet, but it's like it feels like a cola that's
A flat-
lost its carbonation.
Yes, yeah, that's what
And it kind of tastes like that too, honestly.
like you've had a Coke in a cup that just sits overnight,
yeah,
and you go to drink the next day.
it's
That's
just
kind
flat,
of
and it kind of looks like it too.
it kind of it's not terrible.
No,
It's just different.
it's just different.
Yeah,
And the thing, if you're so inclined to dive into some of these things, sometimes you got to watch calories. I don't
yeah,
pay that much attention to things like that generally, but some people do.
Yeah.
So, like the first one we looked at, it had 5 calories.
Yeah.
Second one has 0. Now this one has a whopping 35, and the serving size is 1 ounce.
Yeah.
So you might want to be cognizant of that.
and 8 carbs.
No, it's not carbs. That's true. I mean, there's 8 grams of carbs.
Yeah, there's 8 grams of carbs, which most bourbons don't have.
Any.
Is 0.
Yeah.
And now these have around 1, but
Yeah.
this one is packed with a little bit more than
But
we
I-
typically have, but it's not terrible.
It's okay.
Yeah, this is still my. If I was gonna pick a favorite, this is my favorite.
But they're all drinkable.
They're all. Oh, you can drink every one of these.
There's a little bit of bitterness to this one. But I could be okay with that, I think.
It'd be interesting to see what these do taste like in an old
I
fashioned.
know, I'll have to make one. Maybe we'll have to do that another time, but I'm not.
Because
I
that
probably have stuff to make one, but
that's interesting. I mean, these are all significantly better than what we tasted last
100%. These are, if you wanted to have a, because I get it, sometimes you go out, you want to hang out with friends or have, be social,
Yeah.
but maybe you're not drinking for whatever reason. You can still play along. You can have an old fashioned or, a Cosmo or a Manhattan or a Sazerac or whatever,
Yeah.
and you can use any of these as a base, and I think it would be all right.
year. These first 2 are old fashioned.
Yeah, they're
To the
primed,
T.
ready to go.
They're ready to roll. This would be interesting to see what you can make with this because it's different enough from the other 2, and
Yeah,
it is like drinking a little bit of a flat Coke with ginger in it, and so
Yeah.
it's not terrible. This one would be my first and second.
Yeah.
When it comes to these 2, this one is it's just in a class by itself.
yeah.
You're almost comparing a rye to bourbon. I mean, there's that much difference.
Yeah,
in
there's
what
not
they
really any overlap for sure.
But,
But anyway, I don't know. I it's kind of been fun to try these
Yeah.
0 proof things to see if there's something out there. I think this year we found something that's actually tolerable. So
we did. That is surprising.
So if you're going to do dry, a lot of people do the dry January. So if
That's a long month, though.
it is a long month.
You
February.
picked the
28th.
shortest one.
We did,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really good.
But if you're going to do something like that for whatever reason, and you still want to have maybe the cocktail experience, any of these will suffice.
Yeah.
You'll be all right with those. So, all right, I think that's all we got for
Yeah,
today.
these
So,
are really good offerings compared to what we had last year.
all right, thank you all.